So, Eiji tipped off Dwight about the safe house. And if what he said is true, he's also got ties to Ebina. I have that right.
Yeah.
Then if he knows Dwight, I imagine he knows Bryce by way of association. That means it's Eiji, Bryce of Polycana, and Ebina of the Seiryu clan. All of them working against us.
How could I let this happen? Everything. It's all my fault. H-chan made a fool of me.
We're dealing with someone who put himself in a wheelchair because he dug up your history with Masato Arakawa. I doubt many people could see through something so devious. So don't put this all on yourself.
Yeah, but Hanawa-san and Wong still died. Akane-san got hurt. Lonnie's still gone. And now we're looking for her all over again.
I know it's a bad situation. We're at rock bottom, and it can't get much worse. But listen, Kasuga. That's all the more reason to keep your head up. Guys like us, all we can do is swallow the pain and push forward. Chitose, I still don't have the full story. You said Eiji was blackmailing you? What did you mean?
I wish I could tell you, but now's hardly the time. The police could be here any minute, and I'd rather be long gone. That said, I do need to get something off my chest. Kiryu-san. Ichiban.
Yeah?
You've heard of the Tatara channel, yeah? The one that put false accusations on Ichiban and the party, and outed Kiryu-san's existence to the world?
What about it?
The VTuber running the show, Hisoka Tatara. Well, that was me.
What?
I'll demonstrate. What's up, people? Tatara channel coming at ya! Ready for another mind-blowing revelation? 'Cause here it is! The Dragon of Dojima's been spotted in Hawaii!
That voice.
Chi-chan, you're her?
Yeah. And it was Eiji who pointed me at you. You wrote the script, I did the song and dance. Now you know the truth.
I'd say that's pretty damning evidence. Still, I wouldn't have guessed it was Eiji behind all that.
It's just like you said earlier. Eiji's been working with Ebina from the start. Everything he does is under Ebina's orders. Speaking of, Ebina's starting some kind of garbage storing business with Polycana.
Yeah, I heard it from the man himself. Now I know which parts he left out.
Well, they've all been chasing Akane-san because she's sheltering Lonnie. Apparently, they thought sending Ichiban to Hawaii would help lure them out. And to see that through, Eiji's been keeping tabs on him from the moment they met on the plane. As for me, I was just another pawn in their game.
Chi-chan.
So it's confirmed then. We're up against Bryce, Ebina, and Eiji in the end. Not to mention Sawashiro.
The captain?
Yeah. When Tatara and Ebina outed me, it was right there with them on video.
It's true, Ichiban. You put us through some major shit over here.
No, hang on a sec. You really think that's right?
What do you mean?
I know this might sound crazy, but... Guys, I don't think the captain would put Akane-san in danger.
Huh? Ichiban, you realize who you're talking about? He'll do anything and everything to get ahead, or save his own skin. For instance, wasn't he gonna kill Akane-san just to hide his dirty secret from his boss?
But he held back. Also, it was for the young master. To give his son a better life.
And now that he's lost everything, all he's got left is making good on his debt to Arakawa-san. Think about it. Why else would he let himself get locked up for a murder he didn't commit? There's no way he'd leave Akane-san to the wolves. Not after all this.
You're that sold, huh?
Hurry it up, Ichiban. We need to go, now!
Kiryu-san, when the captain asked me to go to Hawaii, he bowed to me. I know him. Bowing his head to me, of all people, can't be just an act. That's one thing he'd never do. Me meeting Akane-san would help the captain bury one of his last regrets. That has to be why he sent me.
And Sawashiro, you really think Ebina hasn't looped him in on his real plan?
I do.
That's true. Then he might not be on Ebina's team after all.
Kiryu-san, could you talk to the captain for me? Right now, I need to go after Lonnie. If we don't act fast, she might be gone forever.
All right. We'll take this from separate angles.
Anything changes, I'll contact you right away.
Guess we've got ourselves a date with Sawashiro. Anyone lower on the totem pole won't be worth the trouble.
So, storming Seiryu HQ's on hold then?
Yeah. But first things first, we need a way to contact Sawashiro. Hey, you heard that, right? You know how to get a hold of him.
Like I tell you! Ha! Over my dead body!
If I were you, I'd choose my words more carefully.
Don't waste your breath on this asshole.
Hmm?
Hey, Sawashiro may be elusive, but he's still in my town. Think I wouldn't already have his number?
You were quick, Sunny. Something wrong, Psycho?
It's just, didn't this Eiji guy completely pull the wool over Ichiban's eyes?
Yeah.
And now Ichiban's saying Sawashiro, of all people's, reformed. What makes him so sure? If you told me he was working for Ebina, I'd buy it. Yet somehow you believe him, don't you?
Maybe he sees something we don't. After all, isn't that one of his strengths?
How do I respond to that? That's cheating.
Well, whoever's side he's on, Sawashiro is still a key figure in all this.
True enough.
Okay then, let's get moving.
Right. When push comes to shove, you gotta keep your head up.
Kiryu-san.
Okay.
I see you got here quick. Should have known you two would hustle.
Yeah, what took you?
Hey, Zhao! Jungi Han!
How are you? It's been so long.
Indeed. I see you two are as lively as ever. Well, hello there. Taichi Suzuki-san.
I've seen you two around.
He used to lead the Yokohama Liumang. And I'm sure you remember Jungi Han.
Sunny filled me in on the details, including those about your condition.
Did she? Guess that saves us some time. Who are they?
Some local detectives. I call them up every now and again to keep me informed on Ijincho's latest and greatest. They're still in the trial phase, of course.
On that note, looks like your detective doesn't recognize our man Kiryu-san.
Well, ignorance is bliss, as they say.
So that's what's up. Sawashiro's a hard man to read, I'll admit. Depending on how deep he's in with Ebina, we may want to rethink our approach.
The Seiryu clan's been similarly hard to read after Takabe, their next chairman, went to prison. But hearing this puts a lot into perspective.
Yeah? How so?
It goes back to Takabe's arrest. He was suspected of handing his men illegal firearms. Apparently there was a rat, and now it's smelling more and more like Ebina.
Why?
I heard a Seiryu clan informant leaked the details that led to Takabe's arrest. Now, if Ebina was truly after a second-grade dissolution, he wouldn't need his superior out of the picture. So at the time, we never pinned him as the traitor. However, if the dissolution is merely a ruse, and his true goal was to take the reins of the Seiryu clan, then it's all but certain that Takabe's arrest is his doing.
Is it possible he wanted to split up the Yakuza, but then change his mind after swearing up himself?
Or maybe he joined the Seiryu clan intending to take over from the start. And to do that, he even sacrificed his career with the police.
Why do all that, though?
That's what I'd like to know.
Actually, if Sawashiro's always sticking around Ebina, I bet he'd have some clue.
Yeah. Assuming he's not on board with Ebina's plans like Kasuga says.
Well, Sunny already knows how to contact the guy. Let's just dial him up and see if he'll talk. Long as Ebina's not breathing down his neck.
What's up?
Sawashiro speaking.
It's Kiryu. We need to talk.
Kiryu-san.
Where are you right now? Your boss there with you?
Before we get lost in the weeds, care to tell me what this is about?
I just want to have a conversation. Somewhere Ebina isn't around.
Well, that's unfortunate. Now, things are rather busy on my end. As you may be aware, I've got my hands full training our men for Hawaii.
You're nothing but a talking head to those men. And your hands are full doing what exactly? Wiping Ebina's ass?
Cute. If it was Ichi who said that, I'd have slit his throat right now.
Then maybe you should say that to my face. Or are you too much of a coward?
I'm at the Seiryu clan warehouse at the docks. Nanba should know how to get there.
I trust Ebina won't be there listening?
No. But it won't be a private meeting. We've got men posted up at every corner. And I doubt they'll appreciate intruders, so don't go expecting a warm welcome.
Fair enough.
Well, if you're that dead set on it, I won't bother talking you down. Best of luck.
So, how should we take that exactly? If we go see Sawashiro, we'll be facing down enemies left and right.
Yep, sure sounded like it.
If you ask me, I think Sawashiro wanted to meet us.
Yeah?
Just think about it. If he wasn't interested, he never would have given his location or the warning at the end. In fact, it's almost like he was sending an SOS.
Wait a sec. So does this mean he's actually on our side?
Well, hell, let's get our asses over to him then.
However, there's a chance we're playing right into his hand. Meaning once we set foot into that warehouse, we'll have to go through hordes of Yakuza only to find Ebina waiting.
Then how do we know whether Sawashiro's lying or not?
Only way to know for sure is to pay him a visit.
As risky as it sounds, I guess we don't have much choice.
Guess not.
Okay, then why don't I lend you a hand?
Huh?
Huh? What? I'm not invited?
No, we could use your help, if it's all right.
You think I'd rather chill here and let Sunhee hog all the fun?
No, but think about it. If you two make a big scene, it could disturb what little piece hangs in the balance.
That's why we have you to keep the scales from tipping.
You make it sound so simple.
I won't deny that we could use an extra ally. But given your position, won't it cause problems for you to start a fight with the Seiryu clan?
Hey, there are problems in Ijincho as it is. And we've got the Seiryu themselves to thank. And it's them who started this shit. So I say, we shove some back in their faces. Besides, if I let my position hold me back, what kind of lame-ass friend would I be? That isn't stopping you, right? Whoops. May have spoken out of turn there.
No, I think I'm the one who's guilty of that. Forgive me. I take it you're on board?
Huh, I suppose. I won't welcome him with open arms or anything, but maybe a pat on the head will do.
Sheesh. What do I gotta do to get on your good side? It's all good. Let's get out there and kick some ass together.
Hell yeah. Zhao's back to spice up the party.
At this point, we're basically unstoppable, right?
Must be nice, having all the fun to yourselves.
Ah.
Got it.
I actually slept well last night.
Namba, you still do the back hip circle?
Huh? Why are you calling me out?
Just looking at the high bars. They say you can't do it after a certain age.
I can still do it. The giant swing, too.
You're a freak of nature, though. You belong in an acrobatics troupe.
I could still do it too. I'm pretty good at gymnastics.
Really? Can we get a demonstration?
Definitely not in this skirt.
What's this? Do I detect a harassment case?
What? No, I was just curious if she could.
I'm kidding. Just an old habit from managing personnel.
Is that what you call it?
Times we live in. It's best to consider your words before you speak.
Anyway, Namba, you never answered. Can you still back hip circle?
I don't know. Maybe I'll come back to the park alone at night and see.
Then you'd just get carted away for being a weirdo.
Oh, this world's completely inhospitable.
Yo, these frames are sweet.
How are they any different from the ones you already have?
The difference is slight. But yeah, they are the same style. I guess I like to stick to a type. I've got around 20 pairs of these same glasses back home.
You go all in, don't you? But I understand why you'd stick with what's familiar.
Right? I knew you'd get me.
Things are going well.
French food we had at this one place a while back was fantastic. Oh, must be nice to be filthy rich and eat like that whenever you want.
Oh, yeah? You sound jealous.
Well, who wouldn't be? I definitely am. Though I bet I'd probably get pretty fat eating out all the time.
So, maybe I am jealous, but it's not like I think less of myself or anything. This old-timer I knew once told me something I've kept to heart ever since.
And what's that?
The rich pay for my social, so who's really coming out on top? How about that? The man's got a point. Just me.
Oh, brother.
Hello?
It's Date, Kiryu. You remember the place I brought you to the other night?
Yeah, I think so.
Come by when you're free. I'm drinking all alone at the bar.
Okay. But pace yourself till I get there.
Don't keep me waiting too long then. Might overdo it.
You're shitting me.
Something up?
There's this wok, made by a famous craftsman that just got released today. I wanted to try it out, so I was really gunning for one. There were limited quantities, and they have all been snatched up already. Damn it.
Guess it was in high demand.
Well, yeah, they're popular. But I bet it's only sold out because of scalpers.
Scalpers?
Yeah. They buy up all the good shit, then list them for auction at sky-high prices.
I see. So they're opportunists.
Bastards aren't even gonna use what they bought. Really pisses me off. If I ever find one in person, I'm gonna deep fry their ass.
Not sure anyone wants that on the menu. All right.
You know, I've gotten really into green tea lately.
I enjoy a good cup of tea. And I notice a lot of desserts are green tea flavor these days.
Right? But I'm in it for the process, not so much the flavor. Somehow, I just love making it.
That's a pretty refined hobby.
Sure, it was tough starting out. My tea would be all icky and lumpy, like snot. Now I make a mean cup of matcha. Creamy, foamy goodness. You see, initially I just wanted something to go with my tea cakes. But these days, all I really care about is the arts of tea and honing my brewing technique.
Sounds like the journey replaced the destination. But isn't that how it goes? Things are going well. Hey, this truck sells vegetables.
Yeah, they do. I buy them here often, actually. Trust me, they are top-tier veggies.
So, they're fresh?
That's part of it. For example, check out the asparagus. Closed tips, all nearly identical. Or see, the daikon are hefty but don't have too many pores. Stuff like that.
I get it. Makes sense you'd notice that as a chef.
I admit, I meticulously evaluate all my produce. But they're used to me here.
I bet any shop would feel honored to serve such a passionate customer.
That's not sarcasm, is it?
All right.
Oh, hey, I need to stop off for some cleaning supplies at the drugstore.
Spring cleaning or something?
No, I own a restaurant, remember? The floor tends to get pretty slippery.
Right. Ramen shops and places like that do tend to get fairly messy.
It's actually a huge pet peeve of mine. One time I was crossing the floor, both hands gripping full plates, and I nearly ate shit. But I pulled off a triple axle and managed to save the meal by the skin of my teeth. Ever since then, it's been my mission to keep the floors of my shop squeaky clean. No way I'm wasting precious food over something dumb like tripping up.
Never would have guessed you'd be the one to slip up. But if it results in a cleaner floor, then I suppose all's well that ends well. Not to mention, I'd love to see you do your acrobatics in a restaurant. Things are going well.
Good warm-up.
Oh, hey, they got Virtua Fighter.
You're into fighting games, Zhao?
Sure. I played the crap out of Virtua Fighter back in the day.
Yeah?
Oh,
You're in... Yeah? Must have been a big shot at your local arcade, huh?
not at all, honestly. I spent all my time playing it on the Dreamcast. And I got used to that controller. But arcade sticks are a whole different beast. So I always lost. I was kicking myself for not buying the arcade stick along with the game. Ever since then, you won't catch me dead without my tools and weapons. I'm so ready.
Seems life has a funny way of teaching us lessons. All right.
Nanchan, look! Print Circle!
No way. It's a booth for ID photos. Nice try, machine.
Oh, how disappointing.
It looks kind of roomy. If we squeeze, we might all fit.
Barely.
Think so, Kiryu-san?
Why are we even considering this? Let's just find an arcade. You know, print circles are getting pretty advanced. Some even have skin softening filters.
Like in those photo apps. Sounds fun.
So no group selfie?
Convenience store employees have so much crap to do. Seems like hard work.
Besides manning the register, they've got to process utility bills, issue show tickets.
The more services the store offers, the more skills the workers need. If I were in their position, I bet I'd be really grateful for self-checkout.
Yeah, that probably lightens the workload a bit.
I had to ask an employee for help when I tried to use the self-checkout.
Oh, me too. Those things are tricky.
I suppose the customer needs new skills as well.
You ever notice, Kiryu-san, how much swag these kids' manga magazines have nowadays?
Swag?
Little bonuses, man. Microscopes, mini planetariums. Some even come with a claw machine.
Really? You can get all that in a magazine?
That's right. You build the gadgets yourself, and they're typically well designed.
Huh. That's new. When I was a kid, all we got were playing cards. I might have taken you still read manga?
Nah. One of my regulars brought his kid in, and I noticed the little guy crafting stuff. And before I knew it, I was sitting there helping him out while the dad was munching away.
What a nice family atmosphere. Things are going well. Our bond's getting deeper.
Oh, you mean M. Hold'em? It just got built. Huh, seems like you can play poker here, solo or with friends. Huh, it even serves food. Maybe we should all go.
Sounds good to me. I won't hold back, though.
Might be time to buy some new threads. You mind making a stop if I see a nice place?
Not at all. You have a particular brand in mind?
It's not that I don't, but I tend to go for whatever randomly piques my interest. Kinda why I can't stand shopping online.
True. Ordering online can be a crapshoot.
Yeah, exactly. I suck at it. I always end up with stuff that's not quite what I imagined. And returns are a hassle, so I'd usually give the clothes to my men.
Free clothes to sweeten the deal. Not bad, considering your fashion sense.
Not bad at all, right? Talk about employee benefits.
That's one way to put it. All right.
You know, they're rebooting lots of anime from when I was a kid lately.
Yeah, I noticed that actually. I like when they bring back stuff I wasn't into originally.
So it's new to you, but still feels nostalgic? Yeah.
Of course, now when they recast all the big sister types, I realize all the new actresses are younger than me now.
Huh. Self-pity train pulling into station.
It's just strange, being older than a girl you looked up to.
Well, I just think of it from the protagonist's perspective. A big sister is someone you can always look up to, no matter your age.
Well said, Psycho. Namba, you should listen to her.
Yeah. How does it feel like I struck a nerve there?
You disappointed?
Well, yeah. Who wouldn't want to meet an alien?
You have questions for them or something?
Ooh. Well, I'd ask something like, what are you into?
Sounds like you're on a blind date.
Damn, Kiryu-san. You always know just what to say. But I guess those questions should be prepped in advance. Interstellar diplomacy and all.
Definitely not something you'd find on my bucket list.
Humor me a little. What would you ask an alien?
Me? How about, what do you do on your days off?
Guess it really is a blind date.
Things are going well. There's a sharpness to your fighting style, Zhao. Your strike is like the flick of a wrist.
You think so? Oh, big honor coming from you, Kiryu-san. Maybe all my hard work's paid off.
Have you been doing some kind of specialized training?
Nope, just draining water from noodles.
That's it?
That's it. Draining ramen noodles takes a bit of finesse, believe it or not. The goal is to make quick reflexive movements, and as few moves as possible. Too much waving your arms around screws with the noodle's delicate texture, and the snap of your wrist is key. So I guess it showed up in my fighting, too.
To think it all stems from something as wholesome as making noodles. What else is up your sleeve, Chef Zhao? All right. I've really gotten to know them.
Ready if you are.
It's my turn. Try to block this! You asked for it. This'll work.
No begging for mercy now.
I'll take you on. I won't hold back.
Hey, here's a follow-up.
Right.
What's the holdup?
You're going down.
And that's the end.
Okay.
Charming Hasaku face?
What are you muttering to your phone about?
Oh, it's a crossword app. Forgot the deadline for the sweepstakes was coming up.
First magazines and newspapers. Now there are crossword apps?
They're pretty fun. Educational, too. Oh, gotta be ramen.
What's the prize if you win?
Let's see, a year's supply of bean sprouts.
I doubt those sprouts could last a whole year.
Yeah, no way. So if I win, I'll have to hold a bean sprout bonanza at my restaurant. And I'm sure I can rely on old Kiryu-san to help finish them off.
They have given away something more useless. Things are going well.
Ever try pudding from a convenience store? Ugh, it's so rich and creamy these days.
Coming from an experienced chef, I believe you.
Actually, good food in general has gotten pretty easy to find. Means I better get my ass in the kitchen.
Huh. That's a winning attitude.
I just can't stand to lose. Though it might just be easier to sell some of that store-bought pudding in the end.
I doubt you'd end up doing that. I'll bet you'll whip up something from scratch that blows that other stuff out of the water.
You know, that's what I like about you and Kasuga-kun.
Sorry, what was that?
Ah, just thinking about a recipe for some mind-blowing almond jelly.
All right. Our bond's getting deeper.
I'm not a loser!
It's my turn.
Get serious.
Try to block this!
You asked for it.
This'll do.
Okay.
Follow my lead.
We doing this? Who wants to go?
For fuck's sake!
Let's do it.
Someone's gonna pay! Back in the game.
I won't hold back.
On it.
We picked the wrong. Okay.
Passing by this arcade always brings back sour memories.
Something bad happened here?
One day, on a whim, I tried out this capsule machine selling pocket plants.
Plans? Guess they'll turn anything into collectibles these days.
Yeah, well, I ended up getting 5 of the 6 possible items, with no dupes, all in a row. I was on this winning streak, so I figured I'll pull again, just to snag the whole collection. But it was like the last one was actively dodging. In the end, I spent like 7,000 yen. My arm was practically jelly from pulling that crank.
Sounds like the machine got you good.
But you know, when I finally scored that full set, it felt like the stars aligned.
Must have been a big relief. What type of plant was in the last one?
Just your everyday Japanese spruce.
Huh. Congrats. Things are going well. I've really gotten to know them.
Think I'll enjoy this. Let's do it.
I'll take you on.
Now we're talking. Your ass.
Follow my lead.
What's the holdup?
Wanna play, Julie?
Something wrong?
Yeah?
It's my turn.
Let's do it. No begging for mercy now.
I'll take you on.
Just gonna stand there?
Are you done with all the fun and games yet?
Something wrong?
Yeah, give him hell. Yeah, double the trouble. Double the fight.
I won't hold back.
Who wants to go?
It's over.
On. Out of my way!
You want to fight?
I can only be so patient!
Let's do it.
Now we're talking.
Follow my lead.
With elbow time!
Did you really think you'd win?
Doing better than I thought.
You should relish this moment.
Good old... photography. Actually, I used to be really into taking pictures.
And you're not anymore?
Well, in the past, I would snap pics of everything around me. But one day, I realized I just couldn't find any more inspiration. Maybe I'd seen it all. There was this emptiness. Like I had already captured every corner of my own tiny world. But I was just a kid back then. So the memories aren't very sharp.
So even as a kid, you felt your world was small.
Damn. When you put it that way, it sounds like I was a real brat, huh?
Well, if you feel like you've broadened your horizons, maybe give that camera another try. See if anything new's inspired you.
Eh, it's worth a shot.
All right. Our bond's getting deeper.
Not bad.
That was one sexy dish. It's my turn.
You think you can win? Who wants to go?
Try to block this. You asked for it.
Okay.
What an eyesore.
Kick your ass.
I won't hold back.
On it.
And that's the end of it.
Yes! Okay.
There's a pretty rad pawn shop nearby. Always got a ton of great finds. Been a while since I stopped by. Maybe I'll go poke my head in.
I didn't realize there was a pawn shop around here.
Go figure, right? It was actually a hoarder's house, originally. But once it got cleaned up, turns out it was full of treasures. I bought some of the bowls for my shop there.
So, the bowls at your restaurant are secondhand?
Yep, a total steal.
Things are going well. I've really gotten to know them. Should I open it? Nice.
I'm fine.
This brings back memories.
Hey, check it out. Four-leaf clover.
Oh, nice find. Are you gonna hang on to it?
It's a nice thought. But I'll pass. Life's been good to me these days. Hanging out with pals, just running my own restaurant. I feel like someone else might need these lucky leaves more than me right now.
That's very compassionate.
To tell the truth, I just don't want to get my hands dirty. They're high maintenance.
Sure, I believe you. All right. Complete. Should I open it? It opened.
Say, Kiryu-san, you up for a trip to the arcade?
An arcade? Sure. You have something in mind?
Not in particular. I just got the urge to play a few games with you, that's all.
Out of nowhere, huh? All right. Right.